Alexandra Legina is a 20-year-old student at Donetsk University and a member of a pro-Russia youth group.
We can't live in the same country as the Nazis. We can't forgive all that we had experienced through the years. How can I live in one country with those who killed my loved one? How can we forgive the death of our children? It's impossible.
The Kremlin has relentlessly pushed the line that Ukraine is infested with Nazis. When the Russian army invaded Crimea, it erected giant billboards with swastikas to warn people they needed protection.
We are now in the outskirts of Donetsk, near Donetsk airport. You can see that almost all the buildings are destroyed by Ukrainian shells.
Dmitry Astrakhan is a former spokesman for the separatist People's Militia in Donetsk. They've been making the same claims about Nazis for 8 years.
That's why they had to make the militia and had to defend themselves, because they were under attack both from Ukrainian army and from Nazi battalions, Nazi paramilitary groups. So that's the only way we could fight for our human rights.
The Azov regiment features heavily in the narrative.
They began as Nazi paramilitary groups. They are from skinheads and from white suprematist groups and from Nazis.
Alexandra Legina's family lives in Russia, but she's chosen to stay here and deliver humanitarian aid. I'm curious as to why she believes a democratic country with a Jewish president is a Nazi state. Hi, Alexandra. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Where do you get the idea that Ukraine is a Nazi country?
First of all, from my talkings with the Ukrainians. Since I was 12 years old, I spoke with them a lot in social networks, and I understood that they are very evil and cruel people.
You can be evil and cruel without being Nazis, though. Where does the Nazi comparison come from?
Because they hate Russians just because of their nationality. And they hate us just because we speak Russian and we support Russia. And for them, that's a reason to kill us.
Here in Ukraine, I haven't seen any sign of Nazis roaming the streets. Where does this idea come from?
For example, Azov Battalion, right sector.
We did speak to a commander from Azov. He laughed at the suggestion that they were Nazis. He said that they have Jews and Greeks in their ranks. How could they be Nazis?
Because they just hate Russians. They can love all the nationalities in the world, but they hate Russians very strongly.